Welcome back to Bex Square Gaming, everybody. This is Scottish Bex's solo run on Alpha 21. We are doing this on Nomad difficulty and there are absolutely no mods. We are on day 27. Horde day is coming soon. Let's see how she gets on. Alright, day 27. This is kind of exciting. We're getting really close to Horde. I'm debating whether I want to go do buildy stuff today, or whether I just want to get out there because we still don't have a beaker. I think I'm going to build. And here's why. I really want to get it all up and running, and just in case there's a problem, I think it makes sense to do it today. I can go get plenty of wood. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about cobblestone and things like that, but I will get things running in that sense just to be safe. I already have a tool on my bar, so... building cube, that's what we need. I'm gonna go get a ton more wood and do building. I would like to update up to cobblestone. So what do we have? Yeah, so I'm gonna need, to be honest, that. Nope. Yep. 222. Well, why don't we stick with 500 for the moment. Yep, I used all my cement up last time, didn't I? I think I got... Did I get the majority of it? Let's go have a look. Rather than guesstimating, let's just go have a look, shall we? Obviously, what I haven't done yet is finish building this layer, which means I don't have the ability just yet to build out across. Now, what I would do is have a bar that would go out, and then I could drop off the other side over here. I don't have that up and running yet. So we did get cement all the way around here, which is fine. So what we really need now is space out, and then a row over here with trigger trap at the other side. So... I need to take that bit out there and that bit out there, and then it can go straight through. Oh. Pause. Yeah. Oh, well, no. I don't need to, because the first step is here, which means the first stripe will be there. Then the next dart trap would be there. So I probably only need one. I might put another dart trap over here that will shoot across. And like I say, the reason... I love a good music change. Hear that? Pure ominous. We change it back? Hey! So being that... you want the darts just to go straight through. You don't want them hitting the building. That's kind of important. So, yeah. Let's get on and do it. I'm going to go get a whole bunch of wood. Here's, some I prepared earlier. Okay, so we got about 3,000 wood, and I've already got a whole bunch of stuff running, so we're gonna just switch that out, and we're gonna start now. I don't want to go too far out. It doesn't need to be too far out. And I don't actually even need to go all the way up at this point, because I don't have that many traps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need one at the start bit, and then one for there. It sits 5 high, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're only at 4 so far. So we need to go up another 1 to bring it up to the same level. Right, and then we want to go 1 higher because we want dart traps to go at head height. Because, as you can see, I'm 1 up from that. I don't know why I jumped there. Right, and so we need to go 1 more. So... then the dart trap will sit on top of that. Now remember, this is sort of a temporary base while I get steel up and running to start doing my next base, which will actually be over there and is going to be based underground. So this is just a sort of a temporary one for the moment. And it is going to do the job, and it always means that if anything happens in that one, I fall back to this one essentially, and that's sort of the sort of long-term idea of it, really. But we need to... okay, so I need to look at my dart traps and think about how I'm doing this. I also need to... normally I would potentially run a secondary runner layer, and sometimes I do that rather than having it as far out as this, but I'm going to not. But the problem is I need to also get a generator and other things up and running here. I also need a walkway along the side here to be able to walk around them. So I just need to want that. Obviously these are going to go. I just need to be able to... purely just so I can get around without having to constantly stand on everything, and I can easily do relays and things. Okay, so I'm going to leave that up and running because obviously in the long run they're all going to come away. This will be freestanding. Nothing is going to be going to it, so that's fine. Normally I would... I mean, I have 3 traps. I could go out a little bit further, but I think for the moment, that's trap... well, no, that is trap 1, 2, and trap 3 there, so we're good. Why does it keep giving me more extreme music when I step here? It's been doing it on and off for a while now, and I was doing it the other day as well, and I genuinely don't see anything that's out here, so I don't know. I need to get more spikes up and running for tomorrow night as well, but I'll do that on day 28. I need to get a whole ton of them under here. I want to get more cement running as well, so let's head back into the base. Put more cement... that's good. That just makes me laugh every time. Put more cement on. And, yeah. What we do need to do... is... get the traps and the triggers and then work out where I'm placing. So what I want to do is actually put another layer on there. Okay. So we're gonna want to put our dart traps down. Now I'm not expecting this dart trap to actually do anything today. Because it shouldn't need to. This dart trap and this dart trap are going to be runners. Okay, I'm going to put some... that's a good point. Need to put another layer in, because what I want to do is give it a little bit of protection. Right, and then I'm going to put plates, not plates, sheets at the back just to cover it over. It just means I can get to it if I need to. Probably should have just done a sheet on the top, actually. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that away. There we go. Right, so we've got a sheet on the top, sheet at the back, and it just gives them... I can break the sheet open, which is fine. And it just means that we can get to the... You can give them a bit of protection from anything that's spitting. But also, yep. And then I'm going to run along the front here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Did it again. Just so I can get to them for ease, to be honest. I'm not worried about thinking these up. These are just for me to get to and from. But it just means that I can protect them a little bit and from anything spitting, and they have to get a direct hit on them. So... I can take that one away and put in... was going to put in... jets. Oops. So they can technically reach that at a jump, but we know they don't really tend to do that, so... So I can get up to deal with it, and yeah. And then I'm going to leave them there. I'm not going to reinforce them. They are just purely there for ease of movement for me. They get destroyed. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so now I need to make a decision about where I'm going to put my generator now. Like I say, I normally would kind of have it sort of running and a bit bigger chunk, and I haven't really done that this time. So I think I need something that I can... need a switch that I can switch. So I'm going to probably put it back here for the moment to switch everything on. I'm going to need my trigger traps here. Here. Now, they're less likely to fall off now when they're here because of the trigger trap. But that's fine. I'm more interested in knocking things off. That's interesting. Do I want to do that? Yeah, no, I think I do. The other option is I don't, and I'm going to leave that like that for the moment, see how it goes. If I find it causes me too much trouble. Okay, so now we need to... You know, this is where this is going to get interesting, because I don't want that one triggering for the moment, so... Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put this one on for this run. Do you know... because if memory serves, I used to set it switch at a time, and then the idea being that... I'm just trying to remember how I used to do it, and then the idea being that that isn't turned on until... You know, so what you would do is that trigger for this one, and then when you pull back, you then switch that trigger on. That is, yes, that was how I used to do it. And the idea being, therefore, you only turn them on as and when you need them. That was, I'm just trying to remember how I used to do it. It's been a long time since I've done something similar to this, and I'm just trying to remember. Do it on that side, actually. I'm just trying to remember how I used to do it. Then... which one am I at here? This is the far away one, isn't it? Oh no, this is the first one. No. Okay, hang on. Now I need to try remember how I do it all. It's been a while. So... ah! Fudge. I'm gonna, for ease here. Where do my blocks go? For ease while I'm sorting this, let's just run me bridge over. No. Let's do that again. Right, while I'm sorting it, let's run me a bridge over. It'll take away in a minute. No, it's not going that way. It's going that way. Right, and then you need to run that. And then this one. Okay. And this one. This trigger and this trigger goes to this start trap. Okay, and then now we need to get generator set up and running. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around the back. I'm gonna put a plate down. Well, I don't have any cobble, but I'm okay with that. We're going to put our bank down here. Then that should be another block anyway there. Too far for it. Yep. Can I? Sometimes if you're sneaky. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, sometimes if you're really sneaky, as long as you're out with the range of the red and it's still black, even though it's a couple of clicks on, you can actually get it to go there. Okay, so we're going to put them in. And... right. Now that should... yeah. Okay. And I've turned that one on. That one's running. And that one's running. Okay, so this is where we need to decide how we want to keep the trigger traps. So we're going to turn them back off. I'm happy with them. And we'll turn that back off. There we go. Okay, so... so we're gonna say power delay is instant and duration is as long as it's being triggered, really. Although sometimes I worry that wastes too much. You kind of want to pulse some, but the problem is if it doesn't... yeah. Okay, so let's go and put the ammo in. And that should be basic traps up and running, although I'm not expecting this one to use any. For the horde. I mean, I'm happy with that. That's a really basic run. I'm not sure how this one's gonna go, but we'll try it. At the end of the day, I'm more interested in knocking things off as they're charging me. If they get to the base, if they get to me, they're gonna get a shotgun blast to the face anyway. So from that perspective, it shouldn't be a problem. The only problem's going to come if they climb corpses, but I'm not... we'll see. In that situation, the first one potentially I would just remove it anyway, because... or what I can do is put... do you know what I can do? I can get round that by... preventing them climbing it. So... So we'll get round that. Oh, Becky, what did you do that for? It's not what you wanted to do. That was what you wanted to do. And that just stops them. That doesn't matter if there's a corpse load now, they're not getting over there, so... yep, and I might put that out an extra layer. Right. So they can't get up and over anyway if the corpses pile it, it's fine. Right. So, with that in mind, I'm alright with that. I mean, it's basic traps up. It's the principle. I'm tempted to put, because the dart traps only use 10. And I am tempted to put a blade trap. The blade traps run... so the blade traps run 20. The dart traps run 10. so they run 3, so that's 3, 30, so we're at 33 plus switches, which is another, so we're at 35 for those dart traps. We're running 35 power. We can run 150, so 35, so that leaves us with 115. And the blade traps, yeah, so we can put 3 blade traps down. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have some fun. Let's yeah, let's do this. Hey, we have a horde. Before you go charging down there, Becky, how about we put some guns on? You know, one of those small, sensible things. We have any runners? Hello? Anyone running? Nah, we're good. Just gonna drink that since my... Is there anyone stuck inside my base? Ah, we're good. Okay. And not one loot bag. No. Okay. Let's finish taking rid of these, and then I'm going to put a base layer down here, and... Right, so we need the next set of blocks. I'm going to just go back to standard block issue with them. There we go. And I will probably put one here, maybe. And then just have spikes at the back. I'm trying to think how they charge me normally. Okay, so, yeah. I appreciate today as a building day, guys, but it kind of needs to be on occasion. You know, we do need to get this kind of thing done. And, yeah, it's going to be like that on occasion. So, I'm going to put a really... No. Give me that back. Poopies. No! Give me the damn wire! Right, so try that again. I'm gonna relay on the wall. Wire it up. So... That's gonna go to the relay. Go on the black. And then the relay is gonna go to... There you go. Now, I don't want them one connected to it, because I could have connected it to that, then that, to that, and that, to that. But if that blade trap goes, I'm going to lose those blade traps. I wish you had the ability to hide the wires once you turned it on, because they kind of, yeah, I wish you could click on hide wires and then all the wires would disappear. It doesn't mean that the electricity still wouldn't flow, but just that you didn't have to look at the unsightly wires, because it's not very zen on the flow front. But it does the job. I mean, it is, yeah. It'll do what I need it to do. What I didn't realise in this alpha is now that when you take down the wiring tool, the wires actually disappear. You only see them now when you're holding it. And as soon as I put down that wire tool, those wires disappeared, which is exactly what I had just been talking about. It's fantastic to see this now in the game, and it makes so much better. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy we have basic traps up for Horde 4. I'm so thrilled with that. That is what I wanted. To be honest, now that we've got steel, my hope is really to start focusing on getting a next base started up and running, because that is going to take a while to really do. And yeah, that requires a lot of digging out and a lot of, you have to dig like 6 layers down, and it gets messy. You basically create a giant hole. And then we want to dig around here as well. No, that doesn't require steel. I'm not reinforcing the blocks here because the long-term plan is not to use this area. So I'm just keeping this at wood for the moment. I'm not worried about much on that front. Right, so we'll get our traps down, our spikes down here, just finishing this bit off, and then everything that's under there as well. I think I need... Yep, I'm quite... yeah, I feel like we're much better prepared this time. I'm quite happy with that. I think it's going to do what I need it to do, and it means I don't really have to stress tomorrow too much. I do need to think about going to get my next land claim block and getting my next horde base area, which is going to be over there, marked out. And then I can start thinking about essentially how I'm going to do it all. I need to start digging the hole. Well, I might do it sidewards. And the reason for that means that if I do it that way, I need to start here, and I risk making, whereas if I do it sidewards, I can, well, I suppose I can still cover the hole over if I have another horde day incoming and I'm not ready for it yet. It'd be interesting to do it sideways, and that way I'm definitely not shooting towards the base at any given time. Now let's get some of these spikes down. I'm not worried about running the spikes up to the edge here because I can get in over this. Because that won't get switched on until I switch it on. So, rest of these spikes down. Round. I need a load more spikes. I might need to go get more. Ah, oh, pippy. Oh, what a shot. It did clip his shoulder, but still, he's down. That was lovely. Right, let's get more wood. We have hit nighttime, so at this point we need to be super careful because we could have a running horde. But, well, you know, we'll see how it goes. Right, so we've got another layer of trees down. So let's go get another set cleared out. Because, you know, definitely okay with that. So let's go get the rest of these spikes down. I'm trying to keep guns up now because we are at nighttime and running hordes and I don't have time to switch weapons out anymore. Right, so let's finish getting all the spikes down and we'll go from there. Bit of a pain sometimes when you're trying to double layer them. Trying not to walk into them. That is my classic move, isn't it? Walking onto the spikes. There was a space here I missed. Yep, there we go. So. That'll do it. I'm not stressing too much. I can still get in over here. Jump in and across, so I'm not worried about it. So again, I appreciate this whole day has just been building and sorting. And I know from a perspective of, you know, playthrough, it's not the most stimulating episode to watch, but it is a required episode. You know, these things take time to build, these things take time to sort, and at the end of the day, it is a requirement of the game, these things. So, you know, it's always going to be the case that there's going to be these sorts of days. And having done it today means I don't have to stress about it tomorrow. Because I wasn't finished in time for 10 o'clock tonight. So if I left that to day 28, I wouldn't have been ready. So it's important to note that that's kind of why I wanted to get it done today. Because I knew there was no guarantee I would get through it all in time on day 28. So I really want to get a beaker so I can make paint. So I can get this all turned into lovely colours. Check the wars reserves. With that noise, we have ended day 27. We have done some crafting today, really. That's our main thing. We have our horde base up and ready for the next day with traps. Today has all been about traps. I need to get rid of that. And yeah, I'm really happy. It has been a quick one, surprisingly, because it's all been about building. But it has gone there, and I think it was all needed. So tomorrow is horde. Well, technically now today, but you know what I mean. And that is going to be a fun day. It is going to be an even horde. They are usually less scary. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, we will leave this here. If you have enjoyed yourself, please do give us a like. And definitely do leave us a subscribe. It really does help the channel. And we would love to see you back. Always happy to see your comments and what you think about things, and we'll see where we go. We are getting closer and closer to being able to go and maybe think about something like the Vanity Tower, but again, if we do that, that's going to be like a two-parter. Keep your eyes open for some of the rebuild stuff that we've been doing on our YouTube series if you're looking for something a bit more relaxed, and we will see you next time all. Bye bye.